Welcome to the Brunswick Beat.
Brunswick County's only television news show brought to you by the Brunswick Beacon. I'm Rachel Johnson.
And I'm Caroline Curran. In our top story tonight, implemented to save teaching positions, the Brunswick County Schools' new staggered start schedule drew opposition from parents and teachers as Board of Education hosted a hearing to gather input about the new schedule. The cost savings from staggering elementary, middle, and high school start times is between $500,000 and $550,000, or roughly 10 teaching positions. On Tuesday night's meeting, the results of a survey of the district's new schedule were unveiled, and the floor was open to public comment. Here's what Superintendent Edward Prudent said about the survey results.
So given the fiscal savings, would you rather retain the staggered day schedule or return to a same start? 38% said retain and 61% said return to the previous schedule. Overall opinion, favorable or unfavorable, 32% were favorable and 67% were unfavorable.
A group of area ministers say they have some serious concerns about the Brunswick County Board of Education and some administrators at the school system. Representing the Brunswick County Ministers Alliance, the Reverend Anthony Gause addressed board members Tuesday night. Gause said the Ministers' Council was informed about an incident at Jessie May Monroe Elementary School in which a third grader was denied bathroom access and made to sit in his soiled clothes. Gause requested a formal apology, suspension of that teacher, and sensitivity training for the teacher and counseling for the student. A spokesperson from Brunswick County Schools said they were unable to complete their investigation into the incident because the student's parent has refused to speak to officials or even allow school officials to speak with her child.
Investigators are searching for two male suspects involved in an armed robbery near Carolina Shores late Sunday evening. Two suspects entered the food line on US 17 near Carolina Shores around 10:18 p.m. Sunday, October 30th. This is the second armed robbery at the food line in as many weeks. The store was also robbed around 10:50 p.m. Sunday, October 16th. Authorities have offered a $500 reward in the case. Anyone with information is asked to contact Detective Mark Jarman at the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office at 253-2777. 63-year-old Harold Jones of Rose Hill was killed after being struck by a car while loading a moving van at 8:43 a.m. October 27th. John Demos, 77, of Leland, was driving a Honda passenger vehicle south on Green Hill Road when he was blinded by sunlight and struck Jones. No charges have been filed. Charlotte aldermen were accused on Tuesday night at their November meeting of being against the town's businesses. Aldermen argued these accusations are unfounded and unfair. The accusations stem from a group of concerned business owners on the north side of town in an unauthorized meeting to which Alderman Michael Pease attended. His attendance at the meeting has caused subsequent issues among the board. Business owners Lori Sweet and Harold Matthews speak to the board on Tuesday night.
My name is Lori Sweet. I'm from Beach's Thrift Store. I'm on the line at 1:30 as she is talking. My business has dropped down to about 10% of what it was doing. I would expect every board of aldermen to have been at a DOT meeting. I would expect the town of Charlotte to be behind these 60 businesses that are suffering. Why wouldn't they? I mean, why?
The resolution, and you can study from now to doomsday and keep putting it off. When the commercial property over on Smith Avenue was developed, and it's going to be soon, we're going to be in a lot worse shape then than we are now. So keep putting it off. I've been fooling this thing since early August. That's when I talked to Alan Circuit the first time. Early August.
The 2011 municipal election day is less than 1 week away. On Tuesday, November 8th, voters can cast their ballots for races in Brunswick County's 19 municipalities, Brunswick Regional Water and Sewer Board, Southeast Brunswick Sanitary District, and the Dozier Hospital Board of Trustees. For more information on polling location or other election-related information, you can contact the Board of Elections at 253-2620 or online at www.brunsco.net. Agents with the Brunswick County Vice Narcotics Unit and the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives recently teamed up for a drug sting in the Longwood community on Tuesday, October 27th. Agents conducted Operation Lumberjack, which targeted street-level, mid-level, and upper-level drug dealers. Agents served search warrants at 6 homes in the Longwood community that night. During the searches, agents seized marijuana, illegal prescription medication, cocaine, drug paraphernalia, and 8 firearms. In all, 20 people were charged in the operation.
Area nonprofit groups came together last week to discuss uniting to better serve the county's homeless population. The goal is to pool resources to better serve those in need. More than 25 people gathered at the first Mission Backyard Brunswick County meeting last Thursday to introduce themselves and let others know about what resources are available. The Reverend Donna Phelps of Building Hope Ministry speaks to the group.
Ideas and suggestions of how we can come together. This is not about building hope. This is about the body of Christ. We want to come together and see how we can help meet the need.
For more information on the plight of the homeless in Brunswick County, pick up this week's Beacon, where I share my experience taking part in a homeless camp and sleeping outside in a cardboard box. If you are speeding in Charlotte this month, it could cost you. Starting at 6 a.m. Tuesday, November 1st, the Charlotte Police Department were out in force in several areas of Charlotte known for speeding, which in recent months have also led to fatal wrecks. According to Charlotte Police Chief, the goal is to slow people down. Areas the police department are particularly focusing on are near Briarwood on the NC 179 and the Highlands Cardinal Point area. The crackdown on speeding in these areas will continue throughout the entire month of November.
There's new management at the Carolina Shores Golf and Country Club. Philip Bureau, a longtime golf director and pro, is the manager of the 37-year-old course. Mike Matheny will continue to serve as the owner of the course. Bank issues and possible foreclosure of the golf course are still pending.
Kick off the holiday season at the first annual Holiday Happenings Christmas Show, Saturday, November 12th at West Brunswick High School. Admission is free. The event will feature great holiday entertainment, a fashion show, train rides for the kids, and pictures with me, Santa. Plus, you can check out all types of fantastic Christmas gift ideas from over 40 local craftsmen and vendors. The Holiday Happenings Christmas Show is brought to you by the Brunswick Beacon, ATMC, and these great local sponsors.
Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to the Brunswick Beat's Sports Report. In local high school football action, West Brunswick was defeated at the hands of South Columbus last Friday in the final game of the Waccamaw Conference. West finished conference play 3-3 and 4-6 overall. The Trojans opened playoff action against an undefeated Wilson Hunt team this Friday night at 7:30. The West Brunswick junior varsity football team clinched the Waccamaw Conference Championship on October 27th by defeating South Columbus 26-14. The Trojans JV team first score of the night came early and it was set up by the opening kickoff. The Brunswick Community College men's basketball team opens its season with a home game on Saturday at 3 against Guilford Tech. The Dolphin team has 11 freshmen on the roster this season. The team is trying to keep an 8-year record going and win 20 games this season. The Lady Dolphins also begin their season on November 7th with an away game at Denmark Tech. The Lady Dolphins hope to win between 15 and 20 games this season. You can find all these stories and more great photos in this week's sports section of the Brunswick Beacon.
I'm here at Cattails in Ocean Isle Beach today with Trish Kelly. And Trish, who have we got here today?
This is Jeremiah. He's a 6-month-old buff-colored male. Very pretty, almost like a pale orange. He's one of our favorites. Everybody loves Jeremiah. He's playful. He gets along with everybody. He is getting a little tired of us singing Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog to him, which we do on a daily basis. He doesn't meow along. I don't think he actually likes the song.
Aww.
But he's very sweet and very nice.
He is.
He would love to have a forever home. He would be good with individual. He'd be great with the family. He gets along well with other cats, and I'm sure he's so tolerant and laid back he'd learn to love a dog also.
He seems to have a lot of energy too.
Well, he's a 6-month-old, so he's playful.
That explains it. And people can come and visit with Jeremiah during your regular open hours to the public, which are Wednesdays from 11 to 1 and Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 3.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And they're here on Beach Drive.
Yep. And we're also at PetSmart in Wilmington on Fridays and Saturdays.
Thank you so much, Trish, for sharing him with us today.
Okay.
More than 600 tickets were sold to the annual Communities in Schools Gala. This year's event, the 10th since CIS began the fundraising black tie event, was at the Sea Trail Resort and Conference Center in Sunset Beach. The gala raised about $96,000 through donations, sponsorships, and ticket sales. In addition, another $27,000 was raised for scholarships. In the spring, 27 students will be awarded $1,000 scholarships.
The 2011 Habitat Follies to benefit Brunswick County's Habitat for Humanity will feature 2 shows this year. Showtimes are 7:30 p.m. Saturday, November 5th and 2 p.m. Sunday, November 6th at Brunswick Community College's Odell Williamson Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults and $7.50 for children younger than 12. Tickets are available at the Odell Williamson box office. Call 755-7416 or purchase them online at tickets@bccowa.com. Tickets are available also at all the Habitat for Humanity resale stores.
Last Friday, more than 30 children and adults at Brunswick Community College's Early Childhood Education Center dressed like their favorite storybook characters. Students, teachers, and parents walked around the BCC campus sharing their festive costumes with other students and faculty at the college. The students between the ages of 3 and 5 were rewarded with special treats at various locations around the campus. Costumes included Little Red Riding Hood, a frog, a princess, Mother Goose, Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, and a cat, and many, many more. Time is running out to share your best images of life in Brunswick County in the Brunswick Beacon's Brunswick Life Photo Contest. The deadline for entry is Friday, November 4th at noon. Children and teen categories are free to enter, and adults are just $5 per photo. Winners will receive cash awards, and their photographs may be featured in the Beacon's 2012 calendar. Log on to thebrunswickbeacon.com for an entry form and official rules. The Grand Strand Blue Star Mothers are collecting new items and toiletries for Christmas packages to send to troops in Afghanistan and Iraq. The deadline is November 17th. Items can be left at Carolina Travel in Calabash. For a complete Hero Box wish list, read this week's Beacon. If you have a family member or a friend currently deployed whom you would like to be a recipient of a little holiday cheer, please call or email nprota@sc.rr.com with his or her mailing address.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but you can read all these stories and much more in this week's Beacon. If you know of a story or a person you'd like to see featured on the Brunswick Beat, email us at brunswickbeat@brunswickbeacon.com. You can also look us up on Facebook under the Brunswick Beacon or follow us on Twitter @Brunswick Beacon.
Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new edition of the Brunswick Beat, Brunswick County's only television news show. Tonight's Beacon shines on Holden Beach's Festival by the Sea and Trunk or Treat events.